Erin Hudson at Vibrations Yoga. Thanks for joining. Today we're going to start standing on the mat and get a little movement going here. I'm going to face the camera for the moment. I want you to take a stance with your feet maybe a little bit more than hip distance apart. And we're just going to take a few breaths. Maybe squeeze the shoulders up and back. It's kind of loosening up a little bit. And then just take a little side to side rock, feeling the weight in your feet. Can be tiny movement. And then with soft knees, we're just going to take a deep breath, reach way up overhead. And then exhale your hands to heart center. And close your eyes. And just take deeper breaths in and out through your nose. Make sure your knees are not locked out. And bring your awareness to the soles of your feet. Just noticing what points in your feet connect to the ground beneath you. It's not placing any judgment on it, just noticing. Bring your awareness to your spine. See if there's a way you can lengthen, coming up taller. Deep breaths through the nose. Relax the space across your forehead and around your eyes. Relax your jaw and your tongue. Allow your shoulders to drop gently. Still mindful of the breath. Feel how deeply you can breathe. Just bring it all the way down into your belly. Then draw the belly in as you exhale. You can just continue to focus on the breath, or if you'd like to set an intention for your practice today, you can do so. Or if you'd like to dedicate your practice to somebody, maybe to yourself. Something to remind yourself of as you're going through the class. Take one more deep breath in and out. And together, let's take a deep breath, reach up. And we're going to bend the knees and fold over your legs. Inhale, reach your right arm up, just almost half lifting, keeping the back flat. Then exhale the right hand down. Inhale, left arm up. And exhale down. Take a halfway lift, deep breath in. Fold and exhale. Soft bend in the knees, sweep all the way up, inhale. Exhale, hands to heart. Reach up and back. Bend the knees to fold. Half lift, inhale. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, right arm up, gently twisting the back. And exhale it down. Inhale, left arm up. And exhale down. Lift half. And fold. Rise up, big breath in. Hands to heart. Inhale, reach up and back. Bend the knees to fold. Inhale, right arm sweeps up. Exhale the hand down. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale down. Lift halfway. And fold. Soft knees rise. Hands to heart. Take a breath, reach up. Circle your wrists all the way down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, circle your wrists down. Inhale up. Circle your wrists down again. We're going to leave the arms down. Might even place them on the hips. We're going to take your feet a little bit wider. And I want you to make sure your feet are shooting out in front of you. And we're just going to take slow circles with the pelvis here. So it can be small at first, just maybe doing little circles, and you can gradually make them bigger. And if it feels safe for you, I like to do a lot of stuff with my eyes closed, so you're welcome to close your eyes and just feel your body circling around. Finding a flow with your breath if you like. I like to inhale, hips forward. Exhale, hips back. And tune into the body, just notice what you're feeling here. If there's any places that are speaking louder than others, it's just nice to know what's happening in your body, being aware. No rush in the movement. And let's find somewhere to pause, and we'll do the same thing, just go in the opposite way. Let's take one more swoop around. And then we're going to come up tall. You can move your feet a little bit. Just kind of rock side to side. Let's try to keep the toes connected. And then lift up so the heel comes up nice and high. You're just pointing that toe down towards the ground. Just warming up those ankles. Feel them, feel your feet. As your weight shifts side to side. Ooh, sometimes my feet are crunchy. And then we're going to do the opposite. Go side to side, pulling the toes up towards the ceiling, and you're just going to rock on the heel. And again, you can do that slow, or you can just kind of take it a little quicker. Pulling those toes up. One more each side. Up, up. All right. So we're going to bring the feet back in. So I'm going to roll out an ankle. Check in with breath. Just roll that ankle the other way a few times. And switch feet. Check breath. Other way. All right, I'm going to bring those feet in a little closer to one another, maybe touching if you can. I'm going to reach way up overhead, clasp your hands. Now we're going to just take a little bend over to one side, and then up and over to the other. And again, if you feel comfortable closing eyes, go for it. Just move with breath, just side to side. Excuse me. All right, we're going to pick a side and hold. And keep breathing. And other side, just taking it up and over nice and easy. One more breath. And release. Let's take a breath in, big reach up. And bend the knees, come down to fold. And take a halfway lift again, inhale. And this time we're going to fold and step the left foot back to the mat, at back of the mat. It's in a runner's lunge. Let's inhale, sweep that right arm up. Exhale that right hand down. Inhale, left arm up. And exhale down. If you need to, you can lower the back knee to the mat. We're just going to take that side to side with breath. Inhale, right arm. And exhale down. Inhale, left arm. Exhale down. One more each side. This time, big breath is reach straight up through the center. And exhale the hands down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale down. One more up. And exhale down. Let's step back into a downward dog. Give those legs a little pedal. And we're going to tiptoe all the way to our hands in the fold. Let's take a half lift, breath in. Fold and empty. Rise up. And fold. Lift halfway up. Fold, step the right foot to the back of the mat. Again, you can drop that back knee if needed. Inhale, left arm open. And exhale, float it down. Inhale, right arm. Exhale down. Left, inhale. And empty down. Right. One more each side. Three, right up the center. Inhale, reach it up. And exhale, sweep down. Inhale, go up. Exhale, down. One more time. Whoop, and down. And step it back, down dog. Take a couple breaths. Big breath in and out. And we're going to step all the way into a forward fold again. Take a half lift, inhale. Fold and empty. Rise up. And fold. Left foot steps to the back of the mat. Runner's lunge. We're just going to look forward, shoot that heart forward. Couple breaths here. Might rock it front to back a little bit. On a breath in, let's take that right arm up. Try not to put too much weight in your left hand. Keep breathing. One more breath. Exhale that hand down. Step to your down dog. Deep breaths. One more breath in and out. Tiptoe all the way forward to a fold. Take a half lift breath in. Fold out. Rise up, big breath. Exhale, fold. Right foot all the way to the back of the mat. Runner's lunge. Shine that heart forward, gaze forward. Deep breaths. Again, maybe rock front to back a little bit. And then we'll find some stillness. Sweep that left arm open. Again, we're not putting a lot of weight in the lower hand. Just there to help stabilize us. Full breaths. One more breath in. And exhale that hand down. Downward dog. One more breath in and out. This inhale, roll forward into a plank. And bring the knees down if needed. Just take a few deep breaths. Make sure your shoulders are upright over your wrists. Soft elbows. Belly in tight. Let's keep breathing. One more breath. Let's carefully bring the knees down, tabletop. Inhale, forward, cow. Exhale to cat. Cow, inhale. Cat. Cow. Cat again. Let's come to a flat back. Take a couple breaths. I want you to take the knees out just a step. So your knees are going to be a little bit wider than your hips. I want you to just take your right hand, place it on the mat. That's pretty much under your face. And you're just going to reach that left arm out to the side. Maybe half bind behind your back. And gently open that left shoulder. Deep breaths. And if it doesn't feel comfortable with the hand behind the back, from that outward position, you can just kind of reach up. Belly stays tight, right arm stays active. Just want the elbow to have a little micro bend. Take one more breath. And release the left hand down. I'm going to swap hands out. So your left hand will just land pretty much where your right hand was. Keep that flat back. Again, a little soft bend in that elbow. And just reach that right arm out this time. We're going to try not to like sway the body. You don't want to shift. And you can just open that right arm, or again, take a little half bind. Use that hand as a lever to pull that right shoulder back. Keep breathing. Body stays centered. Pulling the belly in. Full breaths. Think back to that intention you set earlier. Let's release, reach that arm up. And exhale, both hands to the mat. Now we're going to rock back, bring the big toes to touch, child's pose. Let your hands slide forward as you bring your forehead towards the mat. Take one more big breath in and out here. In this breath, we're going to shift forward and do a tabletop. I want you to send your left leg straight back. If you start feeling like you're rocking into your right hip, just bring yourself back to center. You're welcome to drop that big toe to the mat if you need a little stability. Make sure your belly's not dipping down towards the mat. One nice flat back. I want you to just feel this center position, trying to keep yourself as centered as possible. Also, hips facing the mat. So you don't want that hip opened up. Flex that back foot, toes point down. And just keep pushing through your heel. I want you to pull the belly in tighter. Keep that leg back. I want you to make sure your elbow creases are facing forward. You're just going to shift forward a little bit. Little half push up. We're going to do just a few here. So 3 more, so 5 altogether. Last one. And go ahead and bring that knee down to the mat again. Hips side to side sway. And come back to center. I'm going to have the knees or wrists under the shoulders still. We're going to send the right heel straight back, or the opposite if you did the other leg. Pull your belly in tight again, finding your center. Hips face the mat, deep breath. Push long through that back heel. We're gonna go for those 5 little push-ups. So shift forward just a bit. Exhale, the elbows come towards your ribs. So they're like little chaturanga push-ups. This is 1 leg back. 2 more. Last one, good job. And let the knee come down. They can widen, rock back to child's pose again. Just take that right arm, send it under the left. Rest down on that shoulder. Ooh, sweaty today. And circle your right wrist while it's here. Next inhale, lift it up. And we'll go to the opposite side. You can circle that wrist. Next inhale, let's come back up through center. We're going to lift into tabletop again. Let's look forward for a cow. Round into a cat. Cow, big breath, belly lower, chest higher. Cat, back higher, belly in tight. Cow, 1 more time. And down dog. I want you to gaze forward, look at your hands, want your fingers out wide. We're going to try to walk our feet so that they're on the outsides of your pinky finger. So you can step and hop into there if you'd like, or just walk your feet there. So kind of land like a frog if you hop. And so the feet will be out at an angle. Your pinkies will kind of tell you which way those feet go. And we're going to press the elbows into the knees, lift the heart. It's going to take a few breaths, and then we're going to move here. Take a deep breath in and out. Next inhale, press into those feet, rise up. Exhale down. Inhale up. And sink down. Keep going. So you're letting those inhales lift you. Exhales to sink. Nice and controlled. Keep going. Doing great. And let's do 1 more, and then we'll hold at the bottom. Lifting that chest. Connecting to your breath. Go ahead and bring your hands down to the mat. We're going to come up into a wide leg fold. So as you lift your hips, you're just going to swivel your feet so your toes point towards the front edge of your mat. You take a half lift up here. Fold. And drop your hips way back. And reach in for a king chair. So just like chair pose, but the feet are just wider here. So you're really sitting back. Want the weight towards your heels and your high knee. I'm just going to reach those arms, spread your fingers wide. Lift your toes off the mat. Let's rise up here. Exhale, sit those hips way back. Inhale up. Exhale, sit it back. One more up. Sit back again and hold. Now I want you to just bring your left hand to your thigh. Make a fist with your right hand. You should be able to just wedge your elbow and fist right there. And turn towards your left. If your right arm is in between your legs. Your left arm is between your legs, you're turning to the right. There's also a great modification if you're can't quite do a regular chair twist. It's a good place to come. It's also great if you're pregnant, big belly status. Big breath, lift the heart. And exhale, lift the hips and fold. Take a couple breaths here. Maybe rock those hips a bit. I need to stop saying maybe so much. Let's take a half lift up and fold. Drop your hips low, reach back for that king chair. Inhale, rise. Exhale, set it back. Inhale, lift. Sit back, breathe out. One more and we'll hold at the bottom. Take a couple breaths. You're going to bring your right hand to your right thigh. Left fist. Get that forearm between your knees. And then gently lift the torso towards the right. Little twist. You want to make sure your legs aren't shifting, so you don't want like rocking in the knees. Give me one more big breath. And carefully back to center and fold. You can grab behind those ankles, pull yourself tighter. Keep breathing. On a breath in, half lift up. Lengthen the spine. Inhale, fold. Heel toe your feet back towards the center of your mat. I'm going to drop the hips down, and then a big reach all the way up. And then exhale those arms down. So we are going to do a little bit of balancing. I'm going to give you some choices here. If you can, you're going to go into dancer pose. Dancer, you're going to want to keep the hips facing forward or both down towards the mat. And you're going to want this hand, so I like to do this so you can feel where to grab your foot. If you take your hands, palms together out in front of you, open the left hand straight out, drop it down, grab the inside of that ankle. And then you just want the hips facing forward and down. As you reach and pull that foot back. If you can't reach that foot, it's okay. Send it back anyways, take you a little airplane. So either's fine, make sure your standing knee's soft. If that airplane's a little hard for you, grab a chair, something to feather touch. You can also just do like this little tap of your toe on the mat. So wherever you are, I'm going to go into dancer. Just find your drishti, just that little focal point you can fix your gaze on. Deep breaths. Pressing that foot into your hand if you have it. One One more big breath. And feet together. Let's take a breath, reaching up overhead. And fold, breath out. Stay in your fold. Let's take a halfway lift. Fold again. Rise all the way up, deep breath. And then same thing on the other side, so whatever you did, if you want to go into dancer again, you can palms together, so open that arm straight up and drop it straight down. Or take that airplane or modified. Remember in dancer, you don't want to open that hip up. You want your hips to stay facing whoop, forward and slightly down. Foot pushes into the hand. Reach. Stay with breath. Whoop. And if you come out like I did, just go back in. Great job, couple more breaths. Woo. Next exhale, release down. Big breath, reach overhead. Bend the knees and fold. Hang out in your fold. This time, if you can, take your peace fingers around your big toes. Let your elbows bow out to the sides and just pull yourself down. Not forcefully, but just gently guiding yourself down. And if it feels good on your back, you can even bend the knees and straighten. It's good to do that too, to have a little compression in the belly. Helps with digestion. And we're going to take a halfway lift, deep breath. Fold. Let's rise all the way up. And we're going to clasp those hands again. Let's take a bend over to either side. Up and over other side. And we'll bring it up. Breathe out. Let's take a gentle reach back. If you don't feel comfortable reaching the arms up and overhead, you can place your hands on your low back, draw your elbows towards one another, shoulders down. And just give those hips a gentle press forward. As you lean back, lift the heart. And also slide your arms down the back of the legs. One more breath if you can. And slowly up. Reach overhead. Tall, tall body, big breath. And then exhale, hands to the heart. Reach up and back, inhale. Fold to breathe out. I'm going to lift halfway again, inhale. Fold, and you're going to step the left foot to the back of the mat. Lower the back knee down. If your right foot's forward, left hands both come in front of that, or on the inside of that leg. And this might be a deep enough stretch for you. We're just going to come into this lizard pose. So if you feel a good stretch right here, then feel free to stay. You can also work your way down towards your forearms, or rest your forearms onto a block. We're just going to take some deep breaths here. If this doesn't feel safe for you, by all means, just come out of the pose. Let's take one more breath in and out. Now we'll bring the hands to the mat if they're not already. Lift up. I'm going to take that right hand back to the outside of that foot. Tuck your back toes, lifting that knee up. We're going to lift into a standing split. It's another place where you want the hips to face towards the mat. You don't want to open it up. The hips face the mat. Look at your back foot, flex it, point your toes towards the ground. If you feel you want to go deeper, you can take your right hand behind that right leg and draw your nose towards your shin. Just stay breathing. Back to your intention. Be with it. And feet together to fold. Let's take a half lift breath in. Fold and take the right foot to the back of the mat. You're going to return to lizard. You're going to lower that back knee down. Hands come to the inside of that leg. Again, if this is where you need to stay, that's fine, or you can work your way down to your forearms. Breathe nice and deep here. Relaxing the muscles in your face, your shoulders. Breathe into the tension. Let's take one more breath in and out. And carefully ease your way back up. Hand to the outside of that foot. Tuck your back toes. Step it in a bit if needed, and we're going to lift off into standing splits on this side. And again, looking at that back foot, flex it, toes turn towards the ground, so that helps to keep the right hip lower. You want to go a little farther, left hand behind the left calf, drawing yourself towards that leg. Stay with breath. And next exhale, drop that foot down into a fold. And take a halfway lift, breathe in. And fold, breathe out. Let's rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart, close your eyes. Just feel your body right here, right now. All of it. Just noticing how the energy moves through your body. Connect back to your intention or your dedication. Take a deep breath in. And we're going to work your way down to a seat. So if you can, you just cross your legs. Lower it down. And we're gonna have both legs, or one leg out in front of us. So let's take the right leg long, left knee up. You're gonna take that right arm, reach it up, and exhale it across that left knee. Left hand goes back, take a twist. And we'll slowly release. Go ahead and allow that knee to fall open. Foot just comes to the inside of that thigh. Reach up, inhale. Just exhale over that right leg. If you are able to hold that foot, give it some love. Just squeeze your fingertips into the bottom of your feet or foot. Just giving it a little massage, stretching those toes out. I always like to thank my feet for all the places they take me. We'll lift up. And let's take the left leg long, right knee will be bent, foot in towards you. Inhale that left arm up. And exhale, crossing it over that right knee. Right hand to the mat. If you can't bring the arm across the knee, you can just hold it and just pull yourself into your twist. One more breath in, and then exhale back to center. Just allow that knee to drop open, foot meets that inner thigh. And a breath in, breathe in, rather reach up. And then exhale, folding over your left leg. And again, if you can reach that foot, give it some love over here too. Massaging it. And let's release. Go ahead and bring both feet flat to the mat. Hug your knees. And then soles of the feet together, let the knees part. Deep breath, tall back. And fold down the center. I'm gonna lift up and send your legs out long, and you can go all the way down to your back. Just roll it all the way down, And find your way into Shavasana. And once you come into your Shavasana, just wiggle your body around. Just getting out any last little jitters or kinks. And offer your body a few deep breaths, maybe even just really sighing the air out on your exhales. When you let out those big sighs, just imagine your body becoming heavier and heavier. Just enjoy your Shavasana as long as you need to today. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.